Okay, that was a brief press conference there in Brussels between the new US Defense Secretary James Mattis and earlier we heard the NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg also saying a few words. Let's go straight to our correspondent Elena Casas, who was across that press conference, also in Brussels. Elena, quite a brief press conference, but the message was pretty clear from both sides that the US is there, and I'll quote Defense Secretary Mattis saying that all allies of NATO must carry on the cost of defending the alliance, and also that the NATO alliance is a bedrock for transatlantic ties. So that's a message that many people will be happy to hear.
Absolutely. NATO member countries will be hugely relieved to have heard from Defence Secretary Mattis that NATO remains a bedrock as far as the US is concerned. And they'll be relieved to hear that he said that President Trump backs the alliance in every way. Trump, of course, said before his inauguration that he believed the NATO alliance might be obsolete, which caused a huge amount of concern among some member countries, particularly in Eastern Europe, countries like Poland and the Baltic states, where, as we just heard Secretary General Stoltenberg say, US troops are currently deployed as part of manoeuvres which are supposed to dissuade Russia from any possible manoeuvring in the region. So they'll be very glad to have got that reassurance from Secretary Mattis. That call, though, from Mattis for every country to pay its fair share of defence spending may be slightly more problematic, though, for some member countries. An independent report published yesterday said that just Estonia and Greece, out of all the countries that are members of NATO, along with the US, of course, actually follow the NATO target of spending 2% of their GDP on defence. All the other countries, even the UK, are falling behind on defence spending. And as we heard both Mattis and Stoltenberg say, they're really trying to push every member country to increase the amount they spend on defence to meet that target. But a lot of the countries are a long way away and will find it difficult to commit that amount of money.
Okay, Elena, good to speak to you. Elena Casas there for us live in Brussels.